Well, UW-Madison is no longer a top 5 research university. Prompted a lot of concern here in Dane County a couple of weeks ago. But local researchers say a bill passed by Congress today will do a lot to help research efforts, both here and nationwide. New at 6, Capitol Bureau Chief Greg Newman has you covered with more on that from the UW campus.
Yeah, how's the cloning going?
Developmental biologist Melissa Harrison runs a research team trying to learn as much as it can about the way a sperm and egg create an entirely new organism.
So we're trying to understand how this happens during normal development so that we can also use that technology, for instance, for stem cell and reprogramming.
At age 40, Dr. Harrison is actually young to have a grant for her work from the National Institutes of Health.
In fact, the average age of the first major research grant has crept up from mid-30s to early 40s.
That's why Senator Tammy Baldwin authored the Next Generation Research Act, which passed Congress Wednesday as part of a bigger piece of health legislation called the Cures Act.
There is a whole series of grants that are often given to researchers at the earliest stages of their careers, as long as they have, say, a more experienced mentor.
The biggest impact this legislation could have is to make sure researchers do more to show the public why their work is important, something Melissa Harrison says they're not always great at.
In the greater Madison area in Wisconsin, there's more than 300 startups that have been come out of basically these trainees that are in my lab or other people's labs.
Harrison says that's the type of story that needs to be told more, but she says it can't be without the type of support the legislation gives to the National Institutes of Health and the National Academy of Sciences.
To investigate more fully what can be done and what strategies have been successful in encouraging, the best and the brightest to start in this career and then stay in this career and be successful.
At UW-Madison, Greg Newman, 27 News.
And that larger piece of legislation, the 21st Century Cures Act, also includes more money for the National Institutes of Health that will go towards more research grant money as well.